I too am Rani Chennamma. I don't know how to say it in Malayalam. In Kannada, we say Nanu Rani Chennamma. We started from there, so I know the Kannada version. After state elections, there was, and after, everyone thought that in many of the states that the local elections were happening, this time the right wing is going to be defeated. But that did not happen. And there was, as far as Delhi is concerned, I don't know about Kerala, although KK just mentioned that it is very dull. But Delhi had a mass depression among the social activists. It looked as if now everything is lost. And I started thinking that, how do we fight this fear? Because there is fear in the atmosphere. I don't know, in Kerala, you probably do not understand what kind of fear is there across India and especially North India. But people have stopped talking, people have stopped questioning. Anybody who questions is called an anti-national. There are FIRs filed against them. Some people are killed, like Gauri Lankesh and Pansare and Kalburgi and so on. So there is an apparent fear in the civil society, among the human rights activists, and nobody is, although people want to fight back, but they think that we have already lost the battle. So at that time, we were thinking of how to galvanize the civil society again. It was mainly started with the civil society. And then I thought that, if women come on the roads, then if women can raise their voices, then it is much easier to fight the fear. And we started looking at around an icon around whom we could build a narrative. So I first looked at Rani Jhansi. But we have used Rani Jhansi a lot of time. We have done a lot of programs around her. And I remembered Rani Chennamma, and when I Googled, I found that it was 1824, and she was one of the first women who had a full-fledged war with the British and defeated them in the first round. So it became very clear to us that it is 200 years of that war where the British had sent 20,000 soldiers to fight Rani Chennamma. And she, along with her generals, defeated them. So we thought that we would build this narrative around Rani Chennamma. We will invoke her fearlessness, invoke her love for freedom and for her sovereignty, and build a campaign around her. So we decided to build this campaign where every woman feels that if Rani Chennamma could have fought against the British, whose sun never set on this globe, then why can't we also fight the fascist forces which are throttling us in every possible way? Our democracy, our secularism, right to freedom, what do we eat, whom do we fall in love with? I mean, everything is a question now. So we decided to weave a whole narrative around Rani Chennamma, and on 21st February in Kittur Fort, which is the Rani Chennamma's fort, we organized a huge program where over 3,500 women came and adopted a declaration, which is called the Kittur Declaration. And Kittur Declaration is now translated into Malayalam also, so all of you will get a copy of it. It is basically giving a call to the women of this country and to the men of this country to rise fearlessly and in the coming days fight against the fascist, communal fascist, anti-poor, anti-women forces. So this is a call which we are trying to give from all states. These programs are happening. This program just happened because I was invited tomorrow for a program about 3 hours away from here. So very quickly this program was put together. But there is a need to organize bigger programs in different districts of Kerala also, and appeal to women to ensure that communal forces do not come back to power. Because it is very clear to everyone that this time if they come back in 2024, then the constitution will be done away with. They have already prepared a new constitution based on Manusmriti, where women at least will have no space, and neither the Dalit or the Adivasis, all the marginalized sections. So this was basically the campaign. We had a full day program at Kittur where there were different theatre groups, performers who sang, and Chennamma is a hero in folklore in Karnataka. There are folk songs, there are villages after villages where people sing these songs constantly in whatever functions they have. Even if the program is not around Chennamma, even then those songs are sung. So she is a very big icon in Karnataka. And we have, just invoked her memory to say that I too am Rani Chennamma and I am going to fight against these forces. So we will release the Malayalam, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrongly, version of the declaration. It's a long document, so the long document is not possible to read it. So the preamble of the declaration will be read.
കിട്ടൂർ പ്രഖ്യാപനത്തിൻ്റെ ആമുഖമാണ്. നമ്മൾ ഇന്ത്യയിലെ സ്ത്രീകൾ ഇന്ത്യയെ വീണ്ടെടുക്കുമെന്ന് പ്രതിജ്ഞ ചെയ്യുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ ഭൂമി, നമ്മുടെ ജനത, നമ്മുടെ അന്തസ്സ്, നമ്മുടെ ഉപജീവനം എന്നിവ സംരക്ഷിക്കാൻ പോരാടും. ഭരണഘടന ഉറപ്പു നൽകുന്ന അവകാശങ്ങൾ സംരക്ഷിക്കാൻ സ്വയം സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു. നീതിക്കും സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യത്തിനും സമത്വത്തിനും സാഹോദര്യത്തിനും വേണ്ടി പോരാടാൻ തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ സാമൂഹിക ഘടനയെ സംരക്ഷിക്കുന്നതിനും കാത്തുസൂക്ഷിക്കുന്നതിനും പ്രതിജ്ഞാബദ്ധത വ്യക്തമാക്കുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ അവകാശങ്ങൾക്കായി നിലകൊള്ളുന്നു. സ്വേച്ഛാധിപത്യ ഫാസിസ്റ്റ് ഭരണത്തിനെതിരെ പ്രതിഷേധിക്കുവാനാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് ഈ മാർച്ച് സംഘടിപ്പിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. കേന്ദ്ര സർക്കാരിൻ്റെ നയങ്ങൾ കാരണം കഴിഞ്ഞ 10 വർഷക്കാലമായി നമ്മൾ സ്ത്രീകൾ നേരിട്ട ദുരിതങ്ങൾ ഉയർത്തിക്കാട്ടുമെന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഉറപ്പു നൽകുന്നു. ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന ആശയം വീണ്ടെടുക്കുവാനുള്ള ദൗത്യത്തിൽ നമ്മോടൊപ്പം ചേരാൻ ഇന്ത്യയിലുടനീളമുള്ള എല്ലാ സഹോദരിമാരോടും നമ്മൾ ആഹ്വാനം ചെയ്യുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ ഭരണഘടന അനുശാസിക്കുന്ന തത്വങ്ങൾ പ്രതിഫലിപ്പിക്കുന്ന നീതിയോടും അനുകമ്പയോടും കൂടി എല്ലാവരെയും ഉൾക്കൊള്ളുന്ന ഇന്ത്യയ്ക്കായി നമുക്ക് ശ്രമിക്കാം. ഭരണഘടന അനുശാസിക്കുന്ന ഇന്ത്യയ്ക്കായി ഒരുമിച്ച് നമുക്ക് ഉയരാം, വീണ്ടെടുക്കാം.
We, the women of India, pledge to reclaim India, rise to defend our land, our people, our dignity, and our livelihood. Dedicate ourselves to secure the rights of all Indians as enshrined in our Constitution. Resolve to fight for justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Commit ourselves to protecting and preserving our social fabric. Stand up for our rights. Our march today is to declare a hellabole on this autocratic and fascist regime. In the next few months, we've promised to highlight the miseries we women have faced in the last 10 years, wrought upon us by the policies of this present government. We call upon all our sisters across India to join us in our mission to reclaim the idea of India, an India that is just, compassionate, and inclusive, an India that reflects the principles enshrined in our Constitution. In unity, let us rise and reclaim.